Yo, what's up guys, Andre here. Welcome to another video. So, as you know, I usually play versus a lot of mid shadow as well as snap shadow, and since I'm playing Storm Dragon at the moment, how I play versus that class as a whole actually changes. Because sometimes, sometimes you just gotta say fuck the long game. Sometimes you just gotta get them. And that's one of the values of Dragon is that you can because you're forced to play cards of like different styles. Say for example, you have like Zeus's whatever for your Storm. You have like Sahagwil and your Ishapils for your stall. You have like Bahamut's for your just like board wipes for the mid range matchups. Like you can pretty well, I'm not gonna say easily, but like you have tools versus all sorts of decks, and that's something that you need to like capitalize on. Now for me personally, because since I'm playing Fortes, I can go toe to toe with like aggro decks if I need to, and just sometimes just like say fuck it and just like and just go for the surprise lethal, because these black wings are unbreakable. So I'm going to be showing you guys two different games. Now both these games are versus Shadow, and they both pretty much play out the same way. But like it's a good example like of just changing your win con on the fly, and that's something that I feel that both like Dragoncraft as well as Swordcraft like just like truly excel at. So let's go hop into the game. Alright, so right off the bat, I know he plays Shadow, so I'm going to be assuming he's playing mid Shadow, and he's not like playing something like random like Atomy. So here I go and toss back everything. Yes, that includes about the Salamander. I toss back the rest of the Salamander because I don't know for sure if he's Nep or not, because like his sleeves tell me nothing. Because if he's like Nep, I need to be looking for Poly, I need to be looking for Storm damage. So now I have a really good hand. I have a 2, 3, 4, not a 5, but oh, I do have a 5. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and go Oracle here. I go Oracle because I really want to hold on to my Breath of Salamander if I can. Like so this way I can go ahead and just try to fish for Aiello with this Dragon Summoner. I get the Blazing Breath. The Blazing Breath is nice because now I get to Blazing Breath this if I want to. I believe I choose to do so. Nope. Because I get the second Dragon Summoner, just like fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. The second Dragon Summoner pulls the third Dragon Summoner. I'm like, okay, alright, cool. We're doing this. Just pulling cards out of the deck. Now here, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Dragon Summoner first. See what I get. And I get Forte. Now this changes everything. Well, this, as well as the combination of the fact that he has double attendance, changes everything. So initially, I would have said, I have Sybils in my hand. Maybe I can play for a value game. Nope. No, thank you. He has not one but double attendant. So it's very hard for him to activate these attendants. So I'm gonna go ahead and punish him for that. Because right now he doesn't know that I have Storm damage. He doesn't know that I have Forte specifically. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna punish him for that, because he's most likely gonna hold on to these attendants, so this way he doesn't get blown up by AoE, and that's fine. He's not gonna realize the game plan until it's too late, and when it's too late, it's too late. So I'm just going to go ahead and Evo my Summoner here. I Evo'd here because, well, first off, I Evo'd here, but I also do misplay. The correct play is to use that Breath of Salamander there. It doesn't seem like it was, but it is. The reason why it is because I've already ramped once, so when I play the Sybil on 5, I'm going to have 6 mana, so I can go Blazing Breath plus Sybil, and that might come back to bite me in a second, but let's go ahead and find out. I go ahead and Evo here, because if I Evo here, this 3/4 is definitely second, because he's not going on a trade. He's just gonna want to go face it. He's gonna be doing what he's supposed to be doing, which is like the preservation of his last word body. So this way he doesn't get blown up by AoE. I didn't show him Breath of Salamander, which is part of why I held on to it. So that's like an either way play. I choose to hold on to the Breath of Salamander. So this way, if he does pop it, I can go ahead and blow up his board and maybe trade if I want to then, but I already know in my heart I'm never trading. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go face. I get my 3 damage in, so total 4 damage. Here he Evos. When he Evos, I already know. Yep, he was never gonna pop it, and that's fine. He's not gonna just punish him for that. Then he goes Bone Chimera into Soul Splasher. So the thing that you need to remember about Shadow is that a lot of their creatures are initially pretty weenie. how they accrue value is that they just like kind of like mob you down with all their creatures, because you know like 1/1s do add up. Like if you have 5 1/1s and I only have like 4, I only have like a 4 or 5, you technically outdamage me. Like and you can also like make trades in a lot of intricate ways. But again, like it doesn't matter how many creatures he put into play. The only thing that scares me is Ephemera, but it's fine. Like he has to have exactly Ephemera to kill me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play Sybil. I'm just gonna evolve and just go face. I'm gonna push my opponent down to 9. So now, if any two of these if any of these 3 creatures live, he dies. Just straight up, he's just dead. Now, the Sybil has a massive target on her back, and I know he's only gonna focus on the Sybil and not anything else, because like he doesn't realize that he's dead yet. So here, he makes a lot of fancy plays, but these plays aren't clearing the board, friend. Yeah, he goes space and then realizes he's still dead on board, because all I have to do is just evolve this summoner and then he dies. So, really good idea to count your damage, friends. Really good idea. Alright, so like the big part about that game was just, you know, I knew when I had to get aggressive, and I just, you know, I went aggressive. Like, I also knew that, like, no one plays, okay, next to no one plays Forte, unless you're playing Storm Dragon. And even though yes, I have Forte sleeves, and I am basically telling my opponents that, yeah, you know, I play Forte. A lot of people don't play Forte here. A lot of people don't play Forte in this metagame just because like that's not what the stock deck dragon list looks like. Like what people are gonna be playing around is stuff like say Odin's and stuff like say Oro, but you're not gonna play around you're definitely not gonna play around Forte. Like, and that's part of why Storm Dragon has such a high win rate a lot of the times, just because like people don't play around these things. Like, they just get like wrecked. So on to the second game. Now the second game is also the other reason why I decided to show you guys this series. Just because, you know, it was because I learned from that first game. I went ahead and I used what I learned, which is always important. Just, you know, make takeaways from the game. Other than, okay, did I win or did I lose? Like, if you learn something, you know, take it away. You know, like share what you know. So again, same thing here. If he's Nep, okay, you got me. Or sorry, if he's mid-range, okay, you got me. But if he's Nep, I don't want the summoners in my hand. Like, I need to have other things. So I do get the Forte as well as the Ayla. Additionally, I'm going second, so that means I get first evolve. Now with the first evolve, that means that he's not going to clear this Ayla. I'm just going to go ahead and crash into space. He's still not going to want to clear him, so I'm just going to crash into space again for a total of 8 damage. 8 damage is pretty huge for a 3-drop. Now, additionally, I have double Forte in my hand as well. So now, I know what my path to victory is. Basically, it's just slam it in the face, slam it in the face, slam it in the face. So, if all 3 of these get evoed into his face, he's gonna take. He'll take 18. So be a case of I really need that second Ayla to get through, in order for me to kill him. But here when I draw another Ayla, I'm like, oh, got him, we got him. Like, cause yeah, like he's playing a lot of skeletons, but these skeletons don't do anything. Like, these skeletons are only 1/1s. Like, I'm actually out damaging these. Well, it doesn't look like it now because he did go first, but I promise you, I am. But I promise you, I am like quickly out damaging these. Because now I just go ahead and evolve again. Right. So thankfully, he's already played 1. And he's already played 1 Soul Squasher, and he only has 3 shadows, so we know that there's no way that I can get Soul Squashered again. Maybe now I can, maybe go Soul Conversion, but like that's unlikely. He goes Demon Eater, and yeah, like a lot of these plays are all like, you know, fancy and what, but like you're not actually doing anything. And the tricky thing that I'm also abusing is the fact that like my opponent doesn't want to clear this, because if he does, he walks into Breath of Salamander, and that's a pretty spicy and juicy looking Breath of Salamander, right? But he does choose to clear. Because he is aware that, like, you know, well, because he does like panic a little bit, but that's fine, because now I'm just gonna slam the Forte. Now, okay, so the big thing about this one is that when I slam the Forte, I make sure to emote oops. The reason why I emote oops is because this way he thinks I misplayed, when in reality, this was the plan all along. Again, it's very, very important that I emote oops, because this way, if he has Death Breath, he's not gonna realize that he needs to play Death Breath this turn. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna kill him. Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and evote. So I'm gonna go ahead and evote after the fact. After I emote oops, so this way it makes it a little bit stickier. Now, again, he like if he had it and he was smart, he would go ahead and make trades here and go ahead and play Death Breath. But let's be real, being smart on ladder, let's be real now. So he does go ahead and trade because he does realize that he's dead to any one damage if he doesn't. That's fine, but like the damage is already done. Like he made a lot of fancy plays, but these aren't wards, friend. Like these aren't wards. So now he's dead. Like. This game was a little bit less scarier than the last game, just because, like, the last game, like, it was still, like, my first time, just, like, well, not really my first time, but, like, it was still, it was still a semi, like, recent experience for me to have to do this, because, like, I can't really remember a time in, like, recent memory, where I had to, like, play the game that way, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta do it. Like, the big thing about that game was again, just, you know, making sure to one, leave my opponent into a false sense of security. Also, to prey upon the fact that, like, in this meta, almost no one plays wards. You really should play wards, but almost no one plays wards, and you can capitalize on that because, like, I know exactly when the wards in his deck come out. Like, he wants to play it on 6. He wants to maybe play one on 8. Like 6 and 8 are very, very long time away when you're at like 5 HP by like turn 6 from Ramjagging. That's kind of questionable. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like. Let me know what you thought about these games down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching it, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.